I just did my hair, I curled it, so now we have these piggy curls and you'll just have to deal with that. Today I'm gonna test out a new collection. This is a whole new brand for me. It's actually really funny. So this is from a brand called What's Up Beauty. They reached out to me, asked me if they could send me anything, and I was like, you know what, their products actually looks really nice, so okay. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times brands reach out and stuff just never ends up coming to me. Most of the times I think it has to do with the fact that I live in Sweden and they just kind of mass send out these emails and then they look for people who live in the US or UK. I think mostly US. So when they hear that I live in Sweden, they just don't reply anymore, or they say, okay, great, we're gonna send you something, and that just never ends up happening. So I just completely forgot about this, and then I watched Tara from Tara Babystead here on YouTube. I'll link her down below. She was doing her weekly haul, and in the end of the video, she was like, okay, now I'm gonna show you all of the PR, and she showed the brushes, the eyeshadow palettes, she swatched the eyeshadow palette, but then when she started to show us the nail polishes, I was like, I think I know this. Isn't this the brand that sent me stuff too? So then I went to my email to see, did they actually contact me? And they did. They had sent it. They had given me like an order confirmation so that I could track the package. Like 3 days later, 2 days later, the package just showed up, and I am here to talk about it today. So let's start off with the nail polishes, because that's actually like the most boring thing. So we have two ones over here that is pretty neutral. This pink one I really enjoy, but as you can see, I have fake nails. However, I am planning on removing my fake nails and only having like my natural nails, but with nail polish. So these will come very handy. These two are my favorites. They are just beautiful. I don't know how well it translates on camera, but they are really stunning, and they have like beautiful sparkles in them. And then these two are also really pretty. So the nail polishes retails for $9 each, and then we have brushes. So I got these brushes. There are 6 brushes, and they retail for a whopping, all of these in one pack are actually on 10% right now. Full price is $133, and the actual price right now is around $120, which is a lot. I will say that you guys know I love my synthetic brushes, but these are in with goat hair. And when I heard Tara talk about them, she compared them to her Hakuhodo brushes. Perhaps I'll link her video down below in case you wanted to hear what she actually said, because she is a brush snob, she is a brush lover, so I would definitely recommend you guys to check her out. But she did a little bit of digging and could see that these were made in Japan, so I guess they are great at doing brushes. I don't know, but I'm gonna try them today. I'm sure they will will work perfectly. And then we have the eyeshadow palette. It looks like this, and then when you open it up, it just looks like this. You have a little thunder thing going on here, and then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. The shimmers are actually really beautiful. Like, the shimmers is what pulls me into this palette so much. It has a shelf life of 24 months. This is the Desert Moon Soon eyeshadow palette. It contains 11 grams, so a little bit less than 1 gram per eyeshadow, and it is made in Italy. It is talc free and cruelty free. I'll zoom you guys in. No, we're supposed to do swatches. So I am going to be quiet and just put on some music, and I'm gonna swatch it on my arm so you can see it right here. And I'm gonna swatch it row by row. So I think I'm just gonna start with this row and then this row. So here you have the swatches. This is just one little coat, or me just pulling once. I'm gonna go ahead and build them up so you can see what the actual colors looks like. So here we have the swatches. I just built them up. This shade kind of reminds me of a Natasha Denona shade from the Gold palette. It's actually really stunning. I don't really know what to do here, because I feel like what I really enjoy about this palette, and when I asked you guys on Instagram, like, do you want to see a video with this palette or the Oden's Eye palettes, their new Freya collection? I did a video on that, which I can link right up here. You wanted to see Oden's Eye, but I am way more excited about this palette, if I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this one is way more my kind of colors. You have the mattes that is neutral, and then you have your pops of color in form of shimmers. There are different types of shimmers within the formulas, so I actually think that this looks really interesting. So I don't know where to lean though. Like, should I go green? Should I go purple? Should I go blue? Like, this blue is really calling to me. Let's go blue because it's fun. So I'm gonna start off taking the shade Dust Storm, which is this lighter little shade. It's not as a transition shade for me, or like a setting shade, I mean, but it is gonna work really nicely like a transition shade. And that I am blending in with the R103 brush. So I am saving the biggest blending brush because I think I want to use this for like highlight. Maybe that is a little bit small actually. You know what, but I want to try it. So we get a good variety of, or so we get to test out them in multiple different ways. I love colors like this on me because they kind of turn a little bit, like, I don't know if you can see that, but they turn a little bit pink on me. It's so strange, but I don't know what it is, but I think it has to do with my undertone. So maybe if you had like a yellow undertone, they would turn up, or this one would turn up a little bit more yellow on you. But I just think that they are so pretty. On the same brush, I'm gonna take Joshua Tree, which is this one right here. And I will say that I don't find that I get too much product onto my brush. There's not, like, there's a little bit of kick up within the pan, but there's not a lot of it. And also, I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like whenever a product is made in Italy, it's always high quality. I was watching a video, like the half past, no, it was a tag, the half job, no, the part-time YouTuber tag, that was what it was called. I actually recorded a video, or I recorded my answers to that video, but then I was like, you know what, this wasn't a lot of fun, and I could just tell that it would just be like a video I uploaded just to have like content, and not a video that I was excited to film, or a video where I feel like I was entertaining. Like, I get that I only do this for me, which is why I usually film like get ready with me's, because that's what I enjoy. I'm going to do my makeup anyway, and then once in a while I film like talking about new makeup releases, or a tag if I find the tag fun or whatever. But that tag, and nothing wrong about the tag, like super fun. I watched Boo's Makeup do that kind of video, or she did that video, and I really enjoyed it. Can I just say that I really enjoy these mattes? I think that they were really pretty actually. And also this brush, I feel like, you know, I've talked about this, I need new eyeshadow brushes because mine are getting scratchy. So I'm gonna take good care of these, and I'm gonna deep treat them, I'm gonna do it all. And now I'm talking about shit I'm not supposed to talk about. I was about to talk about the part-time YouTuber tag, but I'm gonna get some coffee first. I love brushes like this that is a little bit more flat here. This is the R105 brush. I think I'm gonna take a mix of Canyon and Tempest. So this is Canyon, this one, and this one is Tempest. And I dug my nail into that, but no worries. So I'm gonna start off dipping into the brown, warm brown, and then dip into Tempest at the end. And this is what my brush is looking like right now. Beautiful. This. I think it's gonna be beautiful with the blue later on. And I'm also, I think anyway, I'm also gonna apply some purple. I also think it's gonna be beautiful with this, because the other shade we could go in with is Thunder, but I don't love shades like that. Brushes like this I love. Okay, anyway, part-time YouTuber tag. So there is a question in there which I thought was very interesting and I really wanted to talk about, because it was like, how do you feel about sponsored content? Do you watch it and how does it make you feel? And I gotta say, it all depends on the person and the channel. So I'll say this. Usually when a YouTube creator or a beauty influencer gets a sponsor, I am willing to look and watch and enjoy and feel like it is relevant. What I mean with that is that a lot of the times, let's say for instance, okay, let's do this. Samantha Ravndal doesn't do a bunch of sponsored content, but she does it from time to time, for instance with Bite. So when Bite is coming out with a new foundation, mascara, or whatever it is, they sponsor her. And I think that that is relevant. I think that that is fun, because I think that it is something that she would have talked about even if she wasn't sponsored. I do believe that she would have purchased the mascara, the foundation, or whatever it might have been anyway. Even if they didn't send it to her, I do believe that she would have purchased it. I am going to take this little brush, which is the R101. It might go to Chiat, but I will take the shade Thunder, and I'm just gonna see if I can make a little wing with this. I guess that you're supposed to use it under your eyes, but I feel like you could use it for like detail work as well, so I'm just gonna try it out. So again, I feel like the content is very relevant, but as you guys know, I love my true crime videos, I love my true crime channels, and they have the weirdest sponsors in the entire world, and I always skip it. So most of their videos contain sponsors, and I understand why they contain sponsors. I didn't like this brush for that. Nothing, I don't think that the brush is wrong, I don't get sharp enough lines. Maybe we could take this, because I would like to deepen it up. So I'm just gonna take a little bit right here and just kind of stamp it on. So a lot of their videos get demonetized because they talk about things that you aren't really allowed. It's not like advertise friendly. So which is why they get demonetized. This wasn't the best brush to kind of pack it on. Again, nothing wrong with the brush. I'm gonna take the brush R102, which is like a smaller blending brush. I'm just gonna start diffusing the edges here. Ooh. Oh wow, that blended out beautifully, like super easy, and I'm done. Good job. But these true crime channels, they are sponsored by, when they are sponsored by Audible, for instance, I feel like that is a valid sponsor. I feel like that is, it's not something that I find interesting, but I do feel like it is relevant to their channel, what they're doing on their channel, and all of that jazz. So I do find that to be okay. But a lot of the times it's like, oh, now I'm sponsored by this diaper company. Please go ahead and buy these diapers. I've never tried them, but they're good. And a lot of the channels are sponsored by Magellan TV. Not relevant for me, but I understand why they are sponsored by the brand, because it makes sense. It's like they were sponsored by Netflix and they are talking about documentaries on there, true crime documentaries. Of course that makes sense. Now I'm gonna take the brush 106. I gotta say, I feel like I love them so much just because Tara loves them so much. She influenced me. So what's up, beauty? If you see this video, you did a good job sending them to Tara, because I was excited when I saw that she was excited. So I am applying this dry. Oh my god, yes. I was scared that it was going to be a little bit too much of a black base. You know, a lot of blues can look really beautiful in the pan, but when you apply them, they have a lot of that black base, so they make you they look so much darker. But this looks beautiful. This is probably the palette that I've been most excited about from like a indie brand I've never heard about before. So I actually think I would use this one way more than some of my latest Kaleidos palettes or some of my latest Oda's Eye palettes, just because of the fact that I feel like this is way more wearable. And this was all dry. Then I'm gonna take this shade that is next to it. This blue shade is, by the way, Downpour, and then this purple one is Succulent. But that's just my take on the entire sponsor thing. Sometimes I feel a little bit iffy about affiliate codes as well, because for instance, let's take a Sigma affiliate code. They have so many affiliates that, oh, this is also really pretty, that they don't care if they get like a bad review from you, if they send you a liquid lipstick or a palette or whatever it might be. But take an indie brand, they will be pissed if you say that, if you have 100K and you say that this sucks. Obviously that is gonna hurt the brand and it's gonna hurt their business because they don't have that many buyers. So a lot of the times, these smaller people that has a lot of affiliate links, they say that it's great, because if they say that it's great, then you will purchase it because you will be influenced by this person to purchase it, and then that person will make a lot of money. And we all know how much money can affect people to do bad things, good things as well, but I don't know. So sometimes, but again, it all depends on the person. If it is a person that I feel like I can trust, they can be sponsored by a diaper company and I would probably purchase them. But if it is someone that is all about the money, now I'm going in with a clean brush. I just put this in my color switch and I'm just gonna start blending the lines a little bit right here. Oh, you know what? I think this brush would be amazing for detail work. So I'm gonna take Kaon and Tempest, the mattes that we used before, and just kind of apply them a little bit here. So we get that line, and then diffuse it with this brush. And I think I'm gonna take a little bit of Dust Storm, which is the lightest shade in the palette that is a matte. I'm just gonna try and blend it out with it. And I'm doing circles. So I don't know, I feel like if it is someone you can trust, then they can have 1,000 affiliate links and I wouldn't be bothered. But if it is someone that I feel I can trust, then it doesn't matter how many affiliate links they have. But I also know a lot of these smaller creators, they love everything from an indie brand, and then they say that mainstream brands can be boring, or they can shit on mainstream brands, but then indie brands that have sent them PR is like everything to them. They are the best of the best of the best, and I just don't buy that. If you have gotten a bazillion products from a brand and we can all see that the quality is lacking, I don't understand why you can sit there and lie to people and say that they are amazeballs. So I just went off camera, applied my primer, my under eye concealer from Becca, my Dr. Jart Cicapair treatment, because I've been needing it since I've been sick. Now I want to go in with my Misha BB cream. I have this in the shade 23, and I remember, I'm just going in with a full-on blob. Remember when I bought it? No, I didn't buy this. I'm such a liar. I got this from one of you guys, one of my subscribers, my lovely, lovely, lovely Tirias. And I think the shade wasn't fully great then, but now I feel like it just blends into my skin. And I've been loving to apply my foundation with a brush because I feel like it shears it out. I feel like with a sponge, you can only work in that kind of area and it doesn't really blend it out. It kind of just patches it on. So I like to go in with a brush and then later on go in with a sponge just to remove any streaky marks if I have any. I mean, I'm a pretty good blender, so I wouldn't say that I have that many, but maybe one or twice. No, but affiliate links and all of that, you know, it can make me a little bit iffy when I open up someone's description box. What is this? Why am I sitting like this? And there is 20 affiliate links. But having said that, I also understand why you need affiliate links, and I think that someone that does, or someone that I trust a lot, and I think she has a lot of affiliate links, is, for instance, Amy Loves Makeup. I feel like she's very honest. I feel like she is someone that has affiliate links because she needs it. Needs it, such a bad way, but I don't feel like she sucks up to brands. I don't feel like she, I'm just gonna take a little bit more. I don't feel like she has affiliate links and lies about a review. I feel like she is a very honest person. So I feel like she can have 200 affiliate links and I would be fine. So do you know what I mean? While someone, let's say, I don't know, let's say Karen, because we love to talk shit about Karen. Karen is, if you're unaware, a fictional person. This is not someone that's real. But let's say, for instance, that we talk about Karen that has 10 affiliate links. And we can see if that she says, oh my God, I love this foundation. And you can see that it just like separates on her skin, or how patchy it applies, and that it, you know, whatever. That she is untruthful. Ooh, that is something as well, by the way. So anyway, I guess it's up to the viewer to decide if someone can be trusted or not. But what I think is so funny is when people do reviews. Let's say, for instance, that I purchased this palette myself and I review it and I'm honest about it, I critique it, I rave a little bit about it. I'm like, oh yeah, it was nice, but nothing special. But then as soon as I get something in PR, they review it completely different. Not saying that a lot of people do this, but some people do it where I'm like,
excuse you?
I'm gonna take my First Aid Beauty Bendy Avocado Concealer. I got this from Look Fantastic. Wow. Is this perhaps too dark? I would think so. I'm gonna take a little bit of my Sharp Shape Tape. I need to clean this off. Just gonna take it right here and here. I can tell that this is very peachy. So I think it's, sorry, it's gonna do wonders blending out, or hiding dark circles. So when they review the product completely different, they're like, oh my God, this highlight is illegal. I hate that phrase. I hate it with a passion. It's such a pet peeve of mine. It's such a freaking pet peeve. It's like, stop it. Stop it. Like, okay, if that's a normal catchphrase that you make if you talk about it like that a lot. But I can tell if it is someone that I watch a lot and then they get something sent to them and they know that the brand might actually see the video, they change it up because they don't want to be removed from a list. And I'm like, but whose opinion is the most important? Your opinion is what's most important. Can you see that I got like a big patch here? It's almost like this concealer kind of dried. Your opinion is what's important. That's why people have clicked on the video. They haven't clicked on the video because you got sent the product. So obviously you are what's most important, but then your viewer comes. So I don't know why people would lie just to stay on good terms with a brand. I'm gonna take my Fenty loose powder in the shade Butter and just lightly set under my eyes. So for under eyes, I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. I am going to start off taking the biggest brush, Dust Storm and Joshua Tree, which is these two in the ends. And then I am going to take Canyon and Tempest, and I'm just gonna blend the two together and apply it under my eyes. I'm gonna take my Milk Makeup bronzer. Something else I wanted to talk about is I've seen some comments. Oops, felt like I blended that a little bit too far down, but we can fix that since we haven't set our face. But something I've seen a lot of people say is that or a lot of you guys have said, or I've seen in comments on other people's channels, and it is that they don't really want to start their own channel because they don't want to feel like they have to purchase everything that's new to review it. They just kind of want to enjoy what they have. But mostly it is because a lot of people don't want to be like a sellout. They don't want to have to sell products to other people. So for instance, me reviewing this eyeshadow palette and being like, it's the best thing ever, go ahead and purchase it. That's not what they want. And I totally respect and understand that, but I think that if you are feeling that way, you are viewing the beauty community in the wrong way, and you are probably watching the wrong people. Because a lot of us, like a lot of the people that I watch, Chick Geek, Alejandra Lisette, even like Tara Baby Said, oh my god, Rebecca Morgan, like there's so many people out there that doesn't do that. Like yes, Tara Baby Said is the person that buys almost everything. However, she doesn't sell it to us. She talks about it and she talks about how she enjoys it, but she's not trying to say, oh, I'm so obsessed, you should go ahead and purchase it. She's just sharing her makeup that she would have purchased if she had a channel or not. And the same thing goes for me. I used to purchase a lot of shit because I thought that that was the way you did YouTube. That was the way you gained subscribers. And yes, it is a way for some people to gain subscribers, but it's definitely not how everyone gets subscribers. I'm gonna take my Huda bronzer now. If you don't want to purchase a lot of shit, then don't purchase a lot of shit. If you want to purchase a lot of shit, then purchase a lot of shit. If you just want to do like me, like only like, you know, get ready with me styled videos, do you really think that I gain a lot of traction, like new people on these videos? No, I don't. Most of you guys that watch my videos are returning people. You watch maybe not all of my videos, but some of my videos, so you are returning subscribers. And that's how you gain people. So I say, if you want to start a channel and you're feeling like a lot of things are just holding you back because, I don't know, because of the way you think that you have to be, then just stop it. You can run your channel in the way that you want to. You can upload every single day. You can upload twice a day. You can upload just to say hi, just want to say that I miss you, nothing else. You can upload once a week, once a month. It doesn't have to be the way that everyone else does it. Look at, for instance, Smoky Glow. She doesn't do her thumbnails like super pretty and spend a lot of time on them. And I mean that in the best way, but hopefully you understand what I mean, and that is a compliment. She has enough things that makes people want to watch her. I'm gonna take my Illamasqua primer, and I'm actually, or highlight I mean, this is in the shade Oh My God. I really enjoy this liquid highlight, so I'm just taking a little bit on the back of my hand and then going in with a brush. I feel like I need a mirror for this, but you can run your channel in the way that you want to. You don't have to run your channel in the way that everyone else does. If you run your channel in the way that everyone else does, then why should they watch you? Everyone is just the same, so why should they watch you? People usually tell me, oh, they like my channel because it is different from a lot of other people in the social media space, not social media space, but from all of the other people that they watch, because they purchase a lot and they review a lot. I have a lot of new shit right now and need to go on a no-buy, but most of the times I just try to enjoy what I have. And that's not what YouTube says that you should do. YouTube, or not YouTube, the beauty community says that you should purchase everything that's new. Like, that's for instance why I love Alejandra Lisset. She purchases things that she wants to, not because it would benefit her channel. So say for instance, like I left a comment on her channel the other day saying this, but say for instance like this. Both her and I, we purchase way more makeup than the average person does. Like the average makeup wearer. Most people just buys what they need, maybe 1 or 2 extra lipsticks and then nothing else. I really enjoyed using this brush, by the way. I thought that it worked beautifully. I want to tone down here though. I don't know why I continue to put here, because a lot of the times when I'm like, no, that doesn't look good on me. I'm just wiping this brush off and I'm gonna use it again. And I'm gonna use it for a powder highlight. And I'm gonna use my Pixie one, which is almost empty. And it is a little bit hard to pick up. And that's why I thought that this brush would be perfect for it. And I'm just gonna put it here. I need a mirror once again. But anyway, we purchase way more than the average consumer. Alejandra Lisset has talked about this before, but she, a couple of years ago, started being frustrated and started feeling like she was stressed because she wasn't using up all of her liquids, and liquids go bad much quicker than powdered eyeshadow palettes. Oh wow, beautiful. So she stopped purchasing all of these liquid products, and now she doesn't have a lot of liquid products. She's actually having like, I think like 1 or 2 foundation at a time, and she's working on those. And then she has maybe 1 or 2 primers. Like, she doesn't have that much of, you know, the base products that you put on, but she loves eyeshadow palettes. So she purchases the eyeshadow palettes that she is excited about. If it's popular on YouTube or not, she couldn't care less, and that's why I love her, because she buys what she wants. And I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over, but you know what I mean. This highlight is just incredible. I really enjoyed this brush as well. I feel like I can get into the sides here, but I kind of sometimes feel like I have to scrape a little bit off and then push it down. I think I should repress this actually. And then I'm just gonna take my sponge. I'm gonna take my Nude Sticks blush in Cherry Blossom Babe. It looks like this. It's stunning. I love pink blushes too, like a bluey purple look. I just think it looks so beautiful. I just think that if you want to start a channel and you want to talk about books, do it. If you want to start a channel talking about clothes, do it. If you want to start a channel and not purchase anything new when it comes to makeup, do it. I promise you that the same people, like people that will be in the same mindset as you, will find you, but then also people who will enjoy your personality will find you. Vinyl Beauty is one of them. She is an older woman and she thought that she couldn't run a channel because she was older and loved bold makeup. Do you know how many women in the same age as her hate to watch young brats that is like 18 years old or like me? They don't want to watch me. They want to watch someone that has the same kind of skin as them, mature skin, and that can give recommendations, or people that has the same kind of makeup taste as them, that are like they feel like they can connect to. So I just think, just do it. You have nothing to lose. I'm gonna take the NYX Butter Gloss. I haven't used these in, I don't even want to say how long. Angel Food Cake. I'm making an effort to use more of my older lip products. And hopefully I can finish them up, but this is really cute actually. So I'm gonna go off camera, do my mascara, and I need to eat something, and then I'll be back to talk about my thoughts on the eyeshadow palette and brushes and nail polishes and round this video up, so stay tuned. I don't know if I think that I fit in a middle part. I don't think I do. The thing is that I curled my hair to that point, so now it's like all wrong, but that was better. Okay, but this is anyway, but anyway, this is, now this is the finished look. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the palette and the brushes before I end this video, or before we end this video. I cannot speak about the nail polishes because I haven't really used them. I think that they have pretty shades. They have more shades on the website. I did see a bundle price for this entire collection, which is like for all of the products that I featured today, the palette, and then all of the nail polishes, I think was around like $200. Quite expensive. But I guess you get a lot of different products, and the brushes is what really pulls up the price. I would say that it's only worth it if you plan on using the shit out of the brushes, the palette, and all of the nail polishes. Instead, I would get each and every product that I wanted individually. Like if I only wanted the palette and these two nail polishes, I would pick that up, and the brushes if that's what I wanted. So the nail polishes, as I said, I can't really speak about those, but let's talk about the eyeshadow brushes. I think that they performed really well. I am going to actually go ahead and wash them right now because I desperately need to clean all my brushes, and I can wash these at the same time. Again, I am not a brush expert. I tend to stick to synthetic brushes because I'm a cheap a-hole, but I tend to stick to synthetic brushes, so I am not too familiar with animal hair. I have had some in the past. Well, I still have some actually that I do enjoy, and I think that they blend well, but I think synthetic brushes also blend really well. So it kind of just depends on your preference. So I'll say that about them, but I did think that they were really nice. The eyeshadow palette is definitely the star of the show. It has a mirror, which I forgot to say, and I can't really bend it all the way back, so I'm just gonna hold it like this. I think that the shimmers is beautiful. You know what, the mattes are really nice as well. The one thing is that I felt like this shade when I tried to do a wing, when I had applied on my makeup and went off camera, I felt like I needed to go in and intensify it again. But since then, I haven't needed to do so, and I have eaten some breakfast and like done a couple of other things, so I don't know about that. Some of the shades does contain a little bit of kick up, but I did really enjoy it. I am dying to hop into this green shadow right here. I think that this is so beautiful, but I usually do a lot of green looks, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. I also really think that this desert rose shade is so pretty, and especially like just taking this and, you know, one of the mattes or two of the mattes and then heading off to work, I think would be so pretty. I enjoy it. I think that the shimmers are blinding. The one, if I could say that one is a dud, I will say that this one feels a little bit dimethicone, but other than that, I felt like all of them felt really well, and this one I haven't used, so that's all I gotta say about that. Again, this is probably the palette that I've been most excited about when it comes to an indie brand for a long time, just because I feel like it is wearable, but it still has a lot of fun pops of color, and you will definitely see me use this more because I really enjoyed this color story and the pigments, or the shadows I mean. So it's definitely right up my alley, and I think it's fun that they added in like different greens and different kind of tones. I'm gonna rest now. No, I'm gonna clean my brushes. Oh, I don't want to, but I will. So I will link to the website of this brand down below in case you wanted to go ahead and check them out, but that is all from me today. Like the video if you liked it, dislike the video if you didn't like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.